Ella sat on her bed, tears streaming down her face. She couldn't stop crying, no matter how hard she tried. She had just received some terrible news that she never thought she would have to hear. Ella had always been a strong, independent woman. She prided herself on her ability to handle any situation that came her way. But this news had knocked her off her feet. She tried to wipe away her tears with her sleeve, but they just kept coming. She felt like she was drowning in her own sadness. As she sat there, lost in her grief, she heard a soft knock on her bedroom door. She didn't answer, hoping that whoever it was would just go away. But the knock came again, a little louder this time. "Ella, can I come in?" It was her best friend, Sarah. Ella took a deep breath and tried to compose herself before answering. "Yeah, sure," she said, her voice hoarse from crying. Sarah walked in and saw Ella sitting on the bed, tears still streaming down her face. She walked over and sat down next to her. "What's wrong?" Sarah asked softly. Ella tried to speak, but the words caught in her throat. She took a few deep breaths before finally being able to speak. "It's my dad," Ella said, her voice barely above a whisper. "He's sick, really sick. The doctor said he might not make it." Sarah put her arm around Ella and held her as she cried. She knew how much Ella loved her dad and how devastating this news was for her. "I'm so sorry, Ella," Sarah said. "Is there anything I can do?" Ella shook her head, feeling helpless and lost. "No, I don't think so. I just need some time to process this." Sarah nodded and held Ella as she cried. They sat there together for what felt like hours, until finally, Ella's sobs subsided. "I'm sorry," Ella said, wiping her eyes with a tissue. "I didn't mean to fall apart like that." "Don't be sorry," Sarah said. "It's okay to cry. You don't have to be strong all the time." Ella smiled weakly, grateful for Sarah's words of comfort. She knew that she had a long road ahead of her, but with Sarah by her side, she felt a little bit stronger,